A good pair of jeans is just like a really good little black dress, and sometimes that pair of jeans can become a little quad from Guerlain. Let's talk today about Guerlain Spring 2026. Are they playing it too safe, or is it just safe enough and elegant? I'll tell you already. That's what I'm going with. We're going to talk about that and everything they've got new and limited edition, including this beautiful packaging. Today with me, Rebecca. I'm not fit for print beauty. I'm a fashion and beauty editor. I've done this professionally, typing it out on the other side of the camera for about 25 years, and that's given me the wherewithal to start Not Fit for Print Beauty right here on YouTube to give you a sort of digital beauty magazine every day or so. All right, let's talk about it a little bit. I am a huge fan of Guerlain. I make no bones about that. They are one of my, if not my favorite French luxury house. I love their perfumes, love their makeup, love their aesthetic. Now, sometimes, as we saw in seasons past, Guerlain can go a little crazy. Can go a little crazy. I mean, this was stunning, but not really usable. So sometimes Violette, creative director there, can go a little bit unhinged. I like Guerlain the most when they come back to this kind of funky, sophisticated beauty that they do so well, and these formulas they do so well, and I think that's evidenced very, very well in the Spring 2026 collection. So let's talk about the soft, refined, I was going to say direction, but I really think it's really definitive for the house. This is the Ombres G Denim Blossom palette. It is $91 and I think worth it. I'll tell you why, especially as we start. We're going to look at swatches in the warm California sunshine, and we are going to try and recreate this look because I want to talk to you about it. So here we know that Guerlain knows that we are interested in their lipstick cases, and they do have new ones. In the way that they formulate, in the way that they house the collection. This is upcycled or recycled dead stock denim, so no waste on this fabric here. It's a very unique color story. There's a new Meteorites to go with it, which I didn't pick up. I do often work with Guerlain, I'm not going to lie, but I did purchase everything you see here for myself. Anytime I do work with a company in PR, they're only a company that I will also spend my own money on, and I have done that here. It's very important to me. I do like this color story for spring. I think it's very, very unique. Like I said, it's got lipstick cases and lipstick shades to go with it. And I did pick up one of my favorites. This is the Dahlia Glow in a product that they keep around because it's just like their Meteorites. It's such a favorite. This is the Kisskiss Bee Glow Oil, $42. And right now I am wearing, you'll see in the demo, the Dahlia Glow. I'll swatch this for you too. This is such a beautiful product. Favorite lip oil ever. Hands down. Takes my number 1, 2, and 3 positions. It cannot be beat if you ask me, and a lot of you guys agree with it. Let's talk about this color story here. And I will say this in the demo. There's something about Guerlain eyeshadow quads that I like to use all over the face. It's the formulation. It's very unique, very silky. I think it really lends itself as a highlight and a blush. And it's the way they do their shades too. Now, when I got this palette, I'm kind of using this one as an extreme example. I don't think this is very workable with. I didn't love the matte colors. I think it was very editorial of them and very adventurous, but I like Guerlain best when they are in their pretty, very Parisian frame of mind, which I feel here with the Spring 2026 collection, the Meteorites as well. So we're going to use this all over the face. Let's take it outside though, in the warm California sunshine, and take a look at it. Here are all the creamy, beautiful, layerable, satiny shades from the Denim Blossom, and then all the way towards my wrist is that Kisskiss Bee Glow, my new one, in the Dahlia Glow. Now the Denim Blossom is $91, and that Kisskiss Bee Glow is $42. You could add in new lip shades or Meteorite shades. I have so many Meteorites that I haven't purchased any new ones in a while, but it is beautiful from the collection. If you have not tried the Guerlain Meteorites, they are hands down my absolute favorite finishing powder. Just enough of a little luminosity, just enough, they just smooth out the complexion. I can't say enough about the Meteorites or about the Kisskiss Bee Glow, but when they do these gentle, feminine eyeshadow quads, I am such a big fan. Everyone knows that I love to use eyeshadow palettes as face palettes. I do. And everyone also knows that I don't do so well with cool tones, but I have incorporated the blue because I wanted to get in on it for spring. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go to the demo, and I just want to show you how I have used this beautiful, beautiful product with this really pretty case, and I think I've made quite a wearable look that pleases me to no end. So let's waste no more time and get right now to the demo. Admittedly, it's always spring in California, or feels like it, but for us in Southern California, it's been a little bit chillier than usual, so I'm kind of excited to do a full spring look with this new Guerlain product. And there's something about the way these powders are in the eyeshadow that makes me often use Guerlain eyeshadow palettes as a full face palette. It's a bit renegade of me, but I just like to do it, and I'm always drawn to do it. And I just feel like I'm a little pale. I started off the look because our friends over at QVC sent over this bareMinerals Complexion Rescue stick that I just put all over my face, including as a concealer, and it's on sale now. I'll link it below because they were nice enough to send it over, and I'll tell you the shade I got and everything. It's really nice. They've got other great things going on with Dyson all month and Tatcha. They've got a lot of good things over at QVC. I'll link those below just so you're up to date because they sent those over and I'm making use of them and enjoying the products a lot, actually. So check that out below in the description bar. Okay, let's take a look here at this beautiful Guerlain. I'm thinking, I'm not a blue eyeshadow person, but I have an idea. And I am definitely going to go in. I love Wayne Goss and Sonia G brushes with Guerlain. There's just something about that silky formula. So I'm going to take this pink onto a Wayne Goss number F5, just so you know. And I am going to use it as a blush. The thing about it is, first of all, it's a blush color. It feels very spring. There's something about the way that these eyeshadows are formulated that just feel really nice on the face. You know, sometimes something can seem like it would look good, but it just kind of creases or shows texture, or I don't know, there's just something about the way they formulate things over at Guerlain that just feel really nice full face. Maybe it's just me, but it feels like it works, and I like it. Naive as I might be, I like it. And I even like, I'm going to take, like, for instance, here's a Wayne Goss number 4 brush, and I'm even going to go in here because it's kind of a painterly brush and even use this as a highlighter. I don't know what it is. I do this with Guerlain often. I just am moved to do it. Everything is a face palette to me, it's true, but there's just something about their eyeshadow palettes that just makes me want to do it. Okay, so now that that's done, we're going to go to the eyes, but I just want to try my Kisskiss Bee Glow Oil. This is Dahlia Glow, a $42 product, and guys, there is no better lip oil. Unfortunately for me, I have turned my young adult daughters into fans of this as well. Why do I say unfortunately? Because they're constantly stealing them. The other day I was doing the wash for one of my daughters and I heard in the washing machine, dang, clank, clank. She had one in her pocket. Okay, but anyway, they're really nice and nourishing and they smell like honey and they're delightful. Okay, let's look at our Spring Denim Blossom for eyes as well. It's a $91 palette, so the fact that I can use it on the whole face makes me feel even better about it. Okay, so I'm going to go in here. Now I'm switching to some Sonia G brushes, and I'm just going to go in here and put this beautiful kind of satiny shade underneath the eye. This is just pretty. It's kind of a coppery neutral, so a bit warmer, and that works for me because these cool blue shades are not always my thing, but like I said, I have a bit of an idea on how to use it here that I think actually works quite well, and I think we can make this a really usable palette, you guys. Okay. All right, first of all, same brush because I don't mind. I'm going to go into that pink that we have on the cheeks already and just basically get that onto the lid. I don't want to go too crazy with it. I don't want too pink of an eye. I just want to show you that this is really usable because we spoke about that in our intro. And then I'm going to take a smaller Sonia G brush right here, and that same shade that we had just used to highlight with on the face, and that just all ties it together. I'm just going to go in right there and maybe even take my finger and just put a little bit on top of the eye, just a little bit. See, and really, really pretty. Now, I told you guys that I was kind of averse to blue. See this little tiny Sonia G brush here? I'm not great with blue, and it can be a little bit too cool toned for me. So I went in with this extremely small brush, and it doesn't have to be Sonia G, whatever you have in your collection. And I'm just gonna kind of get this underneath the eye. Why? Because I want to work it in. I think it's beautiful for spring, but it's not necessarily a color that I want all over my lids. So I'm going to be very precise and and use it very deeply. It's very creamy because I do want it to show. This is the idea I had in my head. We'll see if it works. Let me even it out. What do you think, guys? Maybe bring it up here just a little bit. What do you think? Do we need a little on the top lid? Maybe as a little bit of a liner up here too, just to draw it together? Yeah, we do. That's making all the difference. I'm just experimenting with you guys. The same way I hope that you would do at home. It's just makeup. If you don't like it, you know what you do? You just wash it off. It's not like a tattoo or anything. And I think that works. Now I've got a little bit of blue. I feel really spring, but I don't have a strong blue look on a very small amount of eyelid space that I think doesn't work for me, doesn't do the product justice, but it's just a dream to use with any small brush. Now, you might love blue on your eyes, and you might love kind of a cool tone look, and then you're fine. But if you ever have any color like that that you think is gorgeous but might not be doing you particularly any favors, to me that's a good way to use it. Sometimes just below. This time I had to bring it onto the eyelid a little bit. And I think this is a beautiful palette. Like I said, for $91, you're getting this upcycled denim. You're getting that luxury feel. And you're also getting a very useful palette that honestly, I just think works all over the face. I really, truly do. And like I said, I'm a big fan of it. I'll take this in any color they make it in. I don't care what it is. They're getting stolen from me left and right anyway by my daughters, and I can't get enough of them. Beautiful on its own, kind of like changes as you see it's deepening a little bit. Beautiful over a liner, over a lipstick, or just on its own, or frankly, even in my washing machine. Honestly. So at any rate, I just wanted to talk about it. I just think Guerlain does themselves such a favor when they go with this elegant formula and these elegant, very useful shades that just, to me, work really well on the whole face, frankly. And I was able to fit some smaller face brushes into it quite easily. So it's a favorite, and I think very pretty for spring and very useful. I don't feel clownish or silly or anything like that. So a really good turn for them. Look for this down below and up here where I can in YouTube shopping. But like I said, I'll also down below link all these cool products that QVC sent over from bareMinerals and Tatcha, Dyson, and all that good stuff. So check that out as well. Let me know your thoughts. What have been your favorite Guerlain palettes? And are you in agreement with me from the very beginning of this video? I would love to know and engage with you guys in comments. Also check me out over on TikTok and Threads. We have a Facebook page. Of course, I'm on Instagram, and we do have a membership here on YouTube that has lives once a week on Fridays. We would love to see you there, and I look forward, of course, to seeing you all in the next video. Bye-bye.